Mrs. Zoe? Mrs. Zoe? Very good.
Okay.
Yes, my name is Dedan Muhangizi. I saw when they asked those who come from Mubende, some of you put up your hands. Can you do that for me again, those who come from Mubende? I am so delighted to see you this evening. I come from Mubende, I come from Buekula South, and that's how I become a honorable member elect for Buekula South. I am sure some of you could have seen me on posters, on TV, on radio. Is it so? Okay. Now, I want you to lend to me your ears just for a few minutes. And normally my culture, when I talk or when I communicate, I always love to have feedback. So I'll give you, if Madam Program allows me, I will share some 5 or 10 minutes from my OBs and OGs to ask me or interact with me. Is that acceptable with you? Yes. Now, not long ago, I was in this school. Actually, this same hall was the same hall where we used to dance from. Do you still dance from here, Mrs.? We used to have our social gatherings from here. And we used to have good DJs. And we used to have good dancers. And we would come here and enjoy and break. I hope you still do the same, because it is very healthy for you too. If you don't, I'll ask Mrs. to give you once in a while. But I really think you have social events in this school. So now, Today is Career Guidance Day. I have taken a long time without coming here. But this day in particular, I asked God that I should come and make presence and show Crested Secondary School that actually this is one of the greatest schools we have in this town. And you must believe it. And let me tell you this. When you are from Crested Secondary School and you excel, which I'm very sure that students here excel, because Crested has good teachers, Crested feeds people well, Crested emphasizes discipline, though some of you may not want to hear anyone telling you that you have to be disciplined. It is a virtue. It's a virtue that you must start practicing if you want to be successful in life. I want to tell you, don't wait for Mrs. to make a contribution in this school. No way. You as students have an obligation to do something for this school. When I was here, I was the chairman, James House, and we won that year, Mrs. James members, where are you? James Soe? James Soe? And when you win, I don't know which one is the term for sports. Next term. There used to be another house called John. They thought they would beat us. I said, John cannot win us when I am the chairman, James House. That year we won, we slaughtered a bull, we celebrated. Now, that was a contribution I made in this school, and many others. Of course, there were times when I was also caught off guard as a young man. This lady you see here has been my mother always. There are times Can I tell you this? But I don't want any of you to do it. There are times when I escaped out of this school. But I think students of these days shouldn't escape. There is no reason to escape. There is no reason whatsoever to escape from school. When you study well, pass well, the world out there doesn't even care where you obtained these grades from. I can tell you that when we are in parliament, nobody asks the other where they went to school to. No one. I can tell you that eventually when you join tertiary institutions and universities, nobody will ask you, where did you go to school? The question is, you passed and you are in the same environment, you are in the same university, you are in the same leadership positions. So I want to request all of you to start looking at yourselves as great men and women who can make a positive contribution for the good of your families and for the good of this country. There is this man above called God. Called who? Called God. Whatever you do in life, trust in God. If you don't know how to pray much, learn a short prayer. A short what? Prayer. Say it. The Muslims, we have one God. Say it. Do not forget that actually it is God that decides everything. Trust in who? Do not forget God. That one is very, very important. I felt I should share a few more things in life that you can attain outside the academic life. Believing in yourself, yes, you should believe in yourselves. Don't put emphasis on your weaknesses or weaknesses of your father or your family or whoever. Or your guardian, that you see, for me, my father, he goes to the bar, he drinks up to 3. That is your father. That is his life. You have yours. You must start thinking about your own life. Because that's why your guardians, your parents sent you here. Interact. Make constructive friendships. You don't just come to school to sit in class and attend to a divinity class and pass and go. No way. Respect and humility. That one I had told you. You see these teachers, they see us, they know who we are. They know who would go and break when the term is starting and there's some grab. I don't know where they allow grab these days. There are some boys, when we came to school, they would go back and break our cases for grab. Don't be one of those. You can't be remembered for that. If I broke my brother Bob's case, I wouldn't be coming here to speak because he would see me and he would have the memories of breaking the suitcase. You get it? Develop virtues that people will respect you for. Have humility, have self-discipline, respect yourself. Goals in life. In life, everyone has goals. Everyone has what? What is your goal in life, my friends? What is your goal in life? This evening, ask yourself, what is your goal in life? In your family, do you want to be the first to graduate? Or if you have a graduate, do you want to be the first person with a master's? Or if there is one with masters, what else can you do? Which goal do you have? What challenges have you set for yourselves in life? Some of us, when we were here, Those days there were, of course, private universities. Myself, I always longed to go and study from Makerere University. That's where I went. So what is your goal? These days, all good universities are all over. You can dream to go to any good university. At least you have that choice. So what is your goal? Set it and be persistent. Keep focused to that. Don't be distracted along the way. I can assure you, you will get there. When you fail, what do you learn from failure? Make sure that every time you don't get it right, it should be a big lesson for you to do it better. To do it better the next time you give it a try. So don't give up and say, you see, for me, mathematics, I was telling you, a biology teacher. I got a D2 in biology in O level. But I didn't want to study biology. I wanted to study my history. So when I went for senior 5, they said, but you see, biology, you also performed well. Ezra here was telling, biology, you can get PEM, what, is very close to us. I told them, no, I don't want to be a scientist. I want to excel in arts. So I'm entirely a good arter. Or whatever you call them. I am a good arter because in divinity, I think I got a B. Misses. I got 16 points those days. With the new curriculum, I don't know who gets, the one with the most, whatever gets how many? 20? 17? Oh, yabazi mazeyo. Hey. So, I got 16. It was not a good performance. I had expected maybe 20. Because us, you needed to have 25 to have hit the bar. So I got 16. It could take me to university, do a course of my choice. These days, competition is so high. I actually wonder, Mrs., what you feed on these guys. People pass. Every school I see, for my friends, people pass highly. So if you don't pass highly, you'll find yourself an odd man out. Because these days, like everyone is very brilliant, people are too many. Too many academically. So the competition is high. I think the teachers are also much better than 20 years back when I was in this school. So there is no doubt you are born in an era of excelling. You have to excel. Stay connected as classmates. Stay connected as schoolmates, OBs and OGs. Stay connected even with your teachers. You may think that when you leave these gates, it will be done. No way. When I was going to get nominations at our NRM secretariat, they asked me some recommendation letters from this school and another school I went to called Standard High School, Zana, for my O level. But I didn't need to drive here. I was very busy. I called Mrs. He said, talk to Master Ezra. I talked to my Master Ezra. The letter came immediately because they do know me as someone who will not misrepresent them. So life is still huge out there. You may need each other, not may. You will actually keep needing each other in one way or the other. So I got a very good recommendation. Nobody doubts that I didn't go to school. My school is there. I am now here. You will hear even some people are being petitioned that they don't have papers. You can't petition me on papers. You can look for other things. So while you are here, just know this is a step, a ground for your success in life. I don't know if I have talked too much or too little. But lastly, I want to tell you that I love you so much. And I wish you all the best in life. And I want to give you maybe 2 or 3 interactions with me. If you have anything to ask me that I can answer, if you have anything you expect from me, anything, let us just interact freely. Thank you so much. God bless you. Crested oye. Crested oye. Mrs. oye. Ezra oye. Thank you so much. May God bless you.